So yeah, I think the ghost are back.
Check this.
Hey, what's up everybody? Snakes back here with another vlog, and I wanted to share a story with you guys that literally just happened this morning. So let me try to remember. So I was sleeping because I was watching Blade Burst on Netflix, and I was watching. It was pretty good, you know, Blade stuff. You know how Blade is. So I ended up falling asleep, and in this dream, I had a dream about my sister. We were in the movie theater, and she was just crying nonstop. So I woke up pretty petrified, like, yo, something's up. So I went to go check on my sister. Turns out the reason why I dreamed about my sister crying is because while I was over here taking a nap, she was over here crying because she thought something was wrong with me because I was sleeping. So after that, I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'm here. And, you know, she was about to go to sleep anyway. This was like 12 something. And then I came back to bed, and I'm like, alright, she's fine. Let me calm down. So I was watching these 2-3 videos from the bright side about, you know, the future of planet Earth and what if the sun went out, and I was like, this junk is depressing. So I ended up falling asleep, and when I woke up, I was dreaming again. So my first thoughts, real quick, was this is strange. One, I fell asleep, and two, I'm dreaming again. But, you know, I was walking around, and it seemed, you guys know what Fallout 4 is, right? You know, that radiation game where all the robots and monsters and things like that, and raiders and people like that, crazy people, death claws, things like that. So, I don't know, I was walking, and there were these robots, and then I started shooting the robots, and I backed up, and I thought a robot got me, but I shot it. I backed up again, and went, just like that, and I was being choked. And this was like, it was the most, I never felt anything like this in my entire life. So then I instantly woke up feeling like I didn't wake up just because while I was being choked, I was trying to scream, but I couldn't. I remember my face, I was like, but I couldn't scream, you know? So I was just sitting there trying to scream for help, and I couldn't scream. So then I woke up, and I was all paranoid. I literally, even while I was awake, I literally felt like something was grabbing my neck. So I got my stuff, and I walked downstairs, and my dad was getting ready to go to work, and he's like, what are you still doing up? And I'm like, I'm not going back to sleep. I don't want to sleep anymore. So I just literally stayed up. This is like at 5 something in the morning. So I literally stayed up at like till from 5, it's now 8 in the morning. So I was huddled up on the couch, and for a little bit I was freaking out because even like just breathing, it was hard because it felt heavy. You know, it was like that kind of heaviness on my breathing. And I was sitting there, I thought something really grabbed my throat. And then I started getting paranoid. I started thinking, you know, the ghosts are back or something like that. And if you don't know what I mean by the ghosts are back, you can look at this card right up here on the top of the video right here, where it shows another video talking about my Thanksgiving experience with a ghost. And you could take that story how you will. But yeah, so I was basically sitting on the couch huddled up for a couple hours, paranoid, and like I was trying to text my friends, you know, no response because they were sleeping. And I'm just like, because I'm paranoid as fuck. My breathing started to calm down, and I was like, alright, the best way for me to calm down is for me to watch some Netflix. So I was sitting there on the couch watching Netflix. I heard a creak. I kid you not, my stress levels went through the roof. I was like, I was so stressed out. I was panicky. I started crying because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die or something like that. I was like, it was no joke crying, and nobody knew. But after a few episodes of me watching Blade Burst, I finally calmed down, and I was like, okay. So I got up, and I went, and I started playing some Call of Duty Ghosts, and you know, I was fine, but I don't know, this whole experience is like, what if I was really being choked by a ghost, you know? If I didn't wake up when I did, would I have been still here? You know, it felt, you guys think I'm joking, but it felt like I was really being choked by something. I felt pressure like this. It's grabbing and tightening stuff around my neck. And the breathing, it was so hard to breathe. I remember how I tried to scream, and I couldn't even get a scream out. It was so sad. So yeah, guys, that was what happened to me just this morning. And just this morning, while I was having while I was sitting here, if you remember earlier in this video where I said I was watching the video about how the sun went out, I was thinking, alright, I'm going to title my next video The Future of Earth and talk about that, which I still might do if I'm feeling up to it. But this whole experience just shook me, you know. It's one of those things that I'm just gonna remember for the rest of my life. Because it's like, wow, you know. It's one of those things that's just like, wow. Just wow, you know. So yeah, guys, that is the end of this episode. As I said before, when school starts, I can't put out 2 videos. So I can only put out 1 video a day. And I will try my very, very best to get 1 video out every single day. But yeah, guys, as usual, like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
And I'm dripped up right. Hold my sauce. Haters lost. I'm a boss. Diamonds clear like boss. What's the price? Private flight. Out of sight. And I'm dripped up right. What's the price? Like 100K. Ducking them up like a runaway.